Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So today we've got some Red Spider cheap wheels from Aliexpress and a cheap drift tyre and wheel assembler disassembler. Just thought I'd give these a try, and for the MD 2.0 I didn't really like the chrome wheels on it with a bright yellow and sort of graphite effects body, so I wanted some dark wheels for it, and I was just fitting these and I thought might as well share it with you guys. So let's bring in for a close-up look and see what we make of these things. So first off, just have a look at what comes in the packet. This is from Hobby Refitting Infinite Super RC parts. Really were cheap and I thought why not give it a go. Don't come with any instructions, so basically you've got two ways of doing this, I believe. So let's have a look. If we have a look at a wheel, so if you assemble it this way round, to my eyes at least, it looks like that is the perfect size for tyre. And if we put it in the way this should come off, so we want to shove the wheel out, it's usually getting them started that's the hardest bit. And then this is perfect shape for the inside of the wheel. And then to what I can understand, you've got one or two of these shims depending what you need. And then this bit just screws on. And then we've got this, which is keyed to go on top. Now it didn't come with a screw, but I've got one that'll fit it just to hold it on. Stop it falling off when you're trying to do stuff with these. So basically I believe this is just designed to get it started, and it's usually getting them started that's the problem. And to be fair to this, I will leave links in the description as always, but it was dirt cheap. And if it saves you marking up your rims or battering your mat, and then once they started, it's pretty easy to get them off. So to refit the wheel, they're usually pretty easy to get them started. And then you get it down to this part and you end up putting it on table and battering it, which you could chip your rim or damage it. You'll mark your pit mat. So if we flip this over to the smooth side facing up, and then just drop your wheel on, then we get this with the smooth side facing down, and it has got the little bit to go into the centre of the wheel. And then we just drop one of them on. And at this point you probably could just squish both sides together and it'd do it, but at least if we do it using this, should go all the way down. But let's just have a look. If not, we've always got the extra washer that we can use to put a bit more pressure on it. So that's nearly down. So I'll put both washers on it. We only needed one to get it started, but we may need both of them to get it to go flush. Yep, then it pops on. And then you should be left with the wheel and tyre perfectly fitted. So far I've got 3 done. We've just got the remaining one to do. So yeah, although this is a dirt cheap thing, and I would suggest starting the wheels, which is pretty easy to do on most drift wheels. And it's certainly not necessary to fit drift wheels, but it does make things really, really easy. So again, we just spin it down. pop into shape. And we can just spin it off, and we've got his wheel perfectly centered, no damage to his rim, no damage to your pit mat. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange little thing, but it does seem to work. And on his Drift RC, we've got these very, very bling chrome wheels, but they didn't really suit the yellow body shell, so I thought I'd try a real cheap set of these black ones and see what these come out like. See if the offset's any different. So if we get that off, slip that on. Don't look like it's going to bind at all. And these drift tyres that I'm using are the MST ones. They are pretty cheap and they last for a hell of a long time, but no binding issues so far. Let's try the front one, see how we go with this. Just didn't really like the look of the chrome against the bright yellow. So let's see if I can get this lined up on the hex. Yep, looks like that's gone into place. So we now got all four wheels fitted. And let's put the body shell back on. So let's refit the shell and see how these sit. So we're not going to catch on back, not going to catch on front. Probably get away with dropping this down a bit. Might have to play about with ride height on it, or at least the body shell height. But yeah, I think the black wheels suit it a lot more than the chrome did. They looked a little bit too bling for this car. And yeah, as for the strange little tyre fitting thing, yeah, I'd say it's quite useful. Let's see if we can get some of these cheap Aliexpress tyres to go on. Now, on the sort of slightly better branded ones, you can see where the writing is on them, so you know which is the front and which is the rear. I'm not sure if these have got a front and rear. So this will be a bit of a test for this tyre fitting kit. See how it copes with some really cheap nasty tyres. It'd be interesting to see if it can push them all the way on. So it looks like it's got the front bit through. Let's see if it'll clip them in. I think we're going to need the second washer on just to push it down properly. Now, while I think about it, let's get a tiny bit of oil on these threads. Just drop a little bit of bearing oil on it, stop it wearing the aluminium against the steel threads. Well, it's certainly not popped into shape. But then again, these tyres are certainly not the finest of quality. Oh, there we go. Sounds like it's popped on. Right, it's definitely put it on flush. Not bad to say we don't know which way round they're meant to go. All trial and error with this, because as I said, there's no instructions whatsoever, so there's not really any way of telling what's right or wrong. Yeah, so it looks like if you just get it down and just get a quick squeeze, it's enough to get it on without you having to sort of bash your fingers or bottom of your hand or risk damaging wheel. But again, it has put it on. Maybe a little bit of a squeeze to line it up, but it's pretty much done the job. It's on there. So yeah, cheap Aliexpress wheel fitting station, and I think for the price of these wheels, I think the way they fit the MST tyres and the offset and everything, certainly if you're not interested in a dirt cheap tyre fitting thing that comes with no instructions, but the Aliexpress wheels, definitely impressed with them. Dirt cheap, and they look pretty nice, and they do fit nice with decent tyres as well. So let's wrap this one up. So there we have it. The nice black wheels now are on the Evo. I think they look a lot better than the chrome ones. And yeah, to be totally honest, when I first took this out of packet, I thought, yeah, there's a reason that's so cheap. But as you've seen, it does make it really easy to fit and remove tyres. So yeah, if you're after one of these things, just to make your life that bit easier and not whack your rims on table or with a piece of wood trying to get tyres on and off, yeah, I could recommend it. It's not broke. It's done all these. It's put the full set of 4 of the Aliexpress ones back on the chrome wheels, and it's not broke at all. It works. But yeah, I'll leave links in the description below as always. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.